What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will get first crack at it today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Snares it outside. It's Kingsbury.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Rossi. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Big time play by the defense. They'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Hauls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick.
Now, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Figueroa. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Finding open areas. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB stink. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Oh, he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Picks up the first down. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bama! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Figueroa. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they're getting down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quarterback adapting. Got room to work. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Gideon. Got the back over the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Third down play to open the period. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Takes the easy completion. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism in his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Gideon. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Quickly complete. Brings into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense set for a first down play. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went game time.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Back to pass, it's Gideon. Throws to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's a heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long.
There he goes. Gets away from one. He's got space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Gamecocks getting set on first and 10. Rides the back on the option. The give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Looking down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Another incompletion on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 45 on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To throw, it's Gideon. Floats it out in space. Inside the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got him there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with him. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
It's complete on the right side. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This just looks like too much backyard football from this quarterback right now. We've already seen a pick in this game. Bad fundamentals on that last throw, throwing it off his back leg. He needs to trust his coaching. He just needs to settle himself down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Looking to take a shot. On target over the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Just enough time to get off one more snap. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Trying the left side. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Looking to throw, it's Gideon. Works the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Gideon. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown time! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one up. Turn, he'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll go back to work on offense. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good.
Personal foul.
The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Got a man. It's Rossi. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set.
Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kingsbury. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. Play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Gideon. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Alabama with a first down play to start us off here in the fourth. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Using his legs, it's Kingsbury. Fights off a defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably...
Converts on fourth down, still going. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Shakes off the defender. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Now, a fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
Turning it on. And he'll race give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Kansas was able to cap off a close one in Lawrence with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here, Luke.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decision.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Figueroa. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
Pace, 27, jump.